Timi Dakolo is in the house, and we're just about to have a chat with him. Join us as we welcome him to Saturday Night. You're welcome to
Thank
Saturday
you very
Night.
much. Thank
wow,
you very
it's
much.
been a long while.
It's been a long time coming.
Yes. So what's been happening to you?
Yep. A lot has been happening. I just released one of my new videos, Love Song, and much excited. I got the right to do Majek Fasheks, Send Down the Rain. My album is out. It's titled Beautiful Noise. Still working in the studio and all that.
That's a lot of things you have going for you.
Yep.
Wow. So before now, you talked about your album being released.
Yes.
That's the first album, I suppose.
Yes, that's the first album.
Okay. So what's the title of the album?
Beautiful Noise.
Beautiful Noise. So some noise can really be ugly.
Noise is ugly actually, but the collection of good sounds put together makes it beautiful.
That's going very philosophical. Right?
That's me.
Are you a philosopher?
No, I am. No, by chance.
By chance. So what's the chance meeting? How did it happen?
By life experiences. So I tend to think deep into situations and look for how to make the most out of everything.
Oh, speaking of life, when we talk about life, what has your experience been in life?
Life experiences, ups and downs, standstills and turnarounds, good times, bad times, but all of them. I did learn the lesson from everything.
What would you say is your ultimate lesson?
It's even riskier not to take risk.
Because the risk you don't take, you regret not taking them much later.
I'd rather regret the things I did than the ones I didn't do at all.
That's a beautiful one. Did you grow up with your grandparents?
Yeah, I grew up with my grandmother, to be precise.
I could tell already. I could tell already, because people who grow up with their grandparents, they tend to have a broader knowledge.
See life from a different perspective.
Yes, a very, very deep perspective. That's good. So, speaking of your background, you were born into... Where are you from? Let's start from there. Where are you from?
Bayelsa State. I'm from Barantoru in Bayelsa State.
You call that again?
Barantoru.
Okay.
It's a village in Yenegua local government area.
All right.
And but I was born in Accra, Ghana. My mom is a Ghanaian.
Okay.
But they shipped me back to Nigeria to stay with my
Did you just say they shipped you?
Shipped me. They brought me back. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Good decision they took though.
Okay. So at what time did they bring you?
I was like 9 months.
Old?
Yes.
When you got to Nigeria?
Yes. When I started living in Port Harcourt and all that. Okay.
So when you came into Nigeria, at that time you were just like a baby, and
I didn't know where I was. I didn't even know what had happened. Like, I've left one country for another and all that. But Nigeria is a blessed country.
It is indeed. I can say that for free. Home sweet home. Can you tell us a bit of your growing up?
Yep, I didn't actually grow up with my parents. I grew up with my grandmother. My siblings grew up with my parents. Okay, at about 3, 4, they wanted to come and take me back, but it was a strong. I didn't want to go. I didn't know where I was going to. I was now used to, let me use the word, addicted to being with my grandmother and all that. So I refused to go. It was a real struggle. So they decided, okay, let's just leave him, and that's how I grew up with her. Like.
So how was growing up like? I mean, you were away from your siblings. Yeah. It didn't affect you in any way?
It actually didn't affect me. I would say in all of my stay, I never felt unloved, because it's a thing. It was not all that rosy. It was never rosy. Let me not say, more often than not, it was not rosy. It was not rosy being with an old lady, and she was a petty trader and all that. And I had to get myself involved in the work and all that. But I never felt unloved, because she was always, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. Don't worry. She's always, this is going to get better kind of. But I didn't see any other way that life would have been different. She always has a lesson in everything. She always has something to say that just lifts you up. Oh, don't worry, it's okay. Don't worry, just keep it. Because I've grown up as a child, there's something I didn't like to do. I didn't like to wash dishes. I don't know why it was hard, but I didn't like it. I could just be forming smart, keep the plates somewhere. The whole house will now be dry, no plates. Then I start sorting for plates, now bringing dirty plates for 2 days. And it was me. I prefer to do everything else than wash plates. But she was telling me, don't worry, there's a lesson to learn from just washing dishes. There's a lesson to learn from carrying 20 liters of water and moving around. She always finds a way to make you learn a lesson.